are at a cabin called A Glimpse of Heaven, rented through Elk Springs Resort, and it's a little noisy because they're doing some work right now. We're located just outside of Pigeon Forge, and this is the cabin we've rented for the week. So we're going to give you a quick tour. When you first walk in, you find the little kitchen, which, I mean, if you're on vacation, then you don't need a lot of room in the kitchen, I don't think. Full-size refrigerator. Also, we did not have to go to the office to pick up any keys or anything like that because we have a keypad and code. So that saved us a trip to an office, which is nice. You go up a flight of steps like you just saw into the main living area, I guess. Have a coffee pot, dishwasher, a sink full of ice because I always dump the ice and start over. There's a bowl and a grater, some mixing bowls, storage under the sink. They gave us a roll of paper towels and a starter kit of dishwash liquid and dishwasher tabs and laundry detergent even. And a few wine glasses. Coffee mugs. A bird. Then we have a toaster. Some knives and cooking utensils. We have plates and bowls. Plenty for us, and we're a family of 5 obviously, so that's plenty for us. Utensils. That is not going to open. Neither is that. A strainer and some baking dishes. Oven, microwave. Storage because there's nothing really in there. And then over here we have a blender, margarita maker looking thing. A blender, some glasses, and some more empty storage, which is always good. So that is the kitchen. Leads into a little dining room, a little dining area, not a room, but a little dining area. Again, looks like this table seats about 6, so for us that is plenty. The lighting here is a little wild because of the sun, but that's kind of what you pay for, because I'm going to step out onto the porch real quick because this view is absolutely amazing. So all of this, it's an absolutely beautiful view from up here. I think that's when you come down here, that's part of what you pay for, is the mountain views. And I mean, we live in the mountains, but it's different from this. So I think you kind of pay a premium just for views like this. And we are absolutely on the top of a mountain. It may be another 50 feet to the main top, so. Hi. That from there, into the living room. We have a full-size couch and the love seat. And it's an electric fireplace. And it looks like DVD players, the internet, all that good stuff with the little, little 42-inch, 46-inch TV mounted above there. Don't know, not an expert. And then here's the bedroom on the main floor. Let's turn the light on. Hi. Alright, another TV mounted on the wall. Has a DVD player attached to it, which is nice. Nice full-size dresser. Full-length mirror. End tables with all your TVs and remotes. This has got to be a king size bed because it is pretty big. Another end table with a clock. Have a full bath, single vanity, full bath. Toilet, sorry for the little quick move. Then there he is. Shower, stand-up shower, tub combination. But I like the material. It's almost like it's all plasticky, but it looks, you know, like a granite kind of thing. So it looks nice. It looks very clean, very new. So I'm a fan of that. Towels, toilet. They give you toilet paper. There's some soap for your face. Storage underneath. Toiletries. Then just storage under there. So there's that. There is your closet, extra pillows. I see an iron hanging back there, hiding. And there are some racks and an ironing board. And I do believe that concludes the first floor. I think we'll go up from here. Here are the steps leading to the loft area. Okay, so I made it up these very steep steps, and these steps are really steep. Probably not ideal for small children. William's 13 and he's hesitant about them because they're just very steep and the steps themselves are narrow. There are 2 beds in the floor. Odd, but... And then some theater seating and a huge projection TV with sound bar, Blu-ray player. Oddly enough, there's a mirror up here, I guess because of the beds there. Some storage. It's always good to have extra storage. Another remote for the TV projector. More empty drawers. Yeah, more empty drawers. More empty drawers. And this DVDs. Davy and Goliath. Harry Potter Upside Down. Three Stooges. Thomas the Train. Oh, the best of the Wiggles. The kids will be hitting that, I'm sure. Whoops, and I dropped Seabiscuit. So there are a few items for you to watch. But that is a huge projection screen. I think the kids want to watch wrestling on it, so imagine that. There's the projector, and then you've got 8 theater style seats, blackout curtains, and more windows. Alright, I've came back down from the loft, and now I'm going to head to the lower level. Not really a basement, so we'll just say it's a lower level. More steps. These aren't as steep as the ones going upstairs, and they are carpeted and padded. And we come downstairs to a nice little game room. Again, the lighting is less than ideal. It's hard to see, but it's a multicade there with a bunch of different games you can play. And then there's Extreme Hunting 2. Again, I know the lighting's tough in here, but there's some deer you can shoot. and some rifles to shoot them with. Full-size pool table that the kids have already been playing with. Card and game table with a hideaway with nothing in it. A little wet bar with a little mini fridge and sink, which is nice to have down here. Oh my gosh, a boom box. Your kids probably don't even know what that is. There's a pull rack for your cues and racks and brushes and little chalk. Laundry, have a stacked washer and dryer. Typical size for a place like this. Another iron on top. No ironing board down here, however. You can use the pool table. Don't say I told you to do that. And here is another bedroom. Full-size dresser and drawers. With another one right there for another 3 drawers. TV. What do you think? King size bed? Mm-hmm. Yep, king size bed. About all the rooms period have a ceiling fan and light. They're all empty. All the drawers are empty, which is about what you would expect, I think. Now there's some stuff to hang your towels, robes, whatever. You don't want to put anything there. That's the heating unit, air handler. There's a closet, and actually there's a safe. I think this is the first cabin I've ever stayed in that's had a safe in it. That's interesting. And a blanket. Clothes racks. Good sized closet. Pillow. I mean, it's not a walk-in closet, but I can walk into it. So there's that. Bathroom, we have a stand-up shower. You have a sink, single vanity sink. Pretty much this part's set up about the same. Single vanity sink. You have a stand-up shower. It's that same pattern that's in the other room. Decent sized shower. Everything looks clean. It smells good in here too. They just cleaned it. It's a little bit too strong. And then weird placement for the toilet right beside a whirlpool tub, but you know. But it's a decent sized whirlpool tub. So it's got the jets, it's got all that good stuff. So everything in here looks really, really clean, like very clean. And I'm a freak about that kind of stuff when I go somewhere. So that is the grand tour. Everything looks really nice. There's a couple of things that, you know, like there's carpet at the end of the stairs that needs repaired. It's got a tear in the carpet. You know, little things like that. Nothing really to complain about. Only thing I don't like is we've had to have our check-in put off until 6 o'clock rather than 3 like it was supposed to be. They just kept saying there was a delay. But the door's locked. Come out here and take a quick look around. Oh, I almost forgot. There's a hot tub right there with steps, so that's nice. They got a cable across it to keep it from, I guess, blowing open up here. So yeah, there's a nice little hot tub there. Looks like a four-person comfortably. It's probably listed as like a 6, but it'll fit 4 comfortably. Just looking at it. So yeah, when you come out to stuff like that, you suddenly don't get so agitated about having to wait an extra few hours to come out here. But the view is amazing, the cabin's super nice, and I'll be happy to stay here for the next several days. And I hope everybody else will be too. So with that, I'm going to get off here and go to the store and buy some provisions and get started on this little vacation week for Aaron's birthday. So thanks for hanging out and checking it out with us, and we'll see you soon on another video. Until next